What's happening, YouTube? It's your boy IG-TheLaFlareLounge. Welcome to the LaFlareLounge with it. Now, we all know over the last month, the topic of Boosie and Vlad has dominated the content game. Boosie went public with it first, and that gave the green light for Vlad to continue to talk about this over the last month or so with anybody who's willing to listen and create content with Vlad. Now, Boosie has put his hat in the gauntlet of being an independent content creator. And he has made a Patreon. He's charging people for what some people would say way too much. It's a lot of growing pains behind this. Boosie is learning that he has to play the long game when it comes to at least trying to get to the point where he's making his 25,000, his 35,000, 40,000 interview like he was with Vlad. And with that being said, we know that if this is the main topic on the content side, then that's exactly what everybody else is going to do. They're going to make content off of the situation. Now, the owner of Say Cheese, Shawn Cotton, has created his own personal content channel where he's independently giving his own thoughts and reactions the same way, say, I do, right? He's not just behind the camera doing interviews anymore. He's showing his face. He's giving his thoughts. And one of his takes that went viral was Boosie is going to make nothing from this situation. Boosie should have appreciated the fact that he was making $25,000 just to sit down and interview. And because Boosie was being greedy, now Vlad is going to make content off of the beef. He's going to ask anybody that he does interviews with. He's going to bring it up. Over the next 6 months, he's going to keep talking about Boosie, chopping these interviews up. And from his predictions, he's saying that Vlad is probably going to make about $500,000 total off of Boosie, while Boosie makes nothing.
This Vlad and Boosie situation got so big to where Vlad can mention it to any guest over the next year, and it's going to make profit. That's why Vlad wins, because he can roll this shit for another year if he wanted to. And it's going to make him a easy, I know y'all like hearing numbers, a easy $500,000. Vlad's going to make $500,000 off of falling out with Boosie. Instead of paying him 25 in appearance, he's going to make an easy $500,000 just by talking about the Boosie and the Boosie shit. It added to the Ari Spears shit. That's a big situation. And then if Ari Spears come back and do a free interview like he wants to with more money, so Vlad wins because Vlad plays the long game.
Now, that's why I'm going to have to disagree with Shawn Cotton, because for you to say that this can be drug on for a year, I don't think people want to hear Vlad talking about Boosie for a whole year. This is just a hot topic at this moment. I wish I would be in January 2027 still hearing Vlad talking about Boosie and how Boosie should have just stuck with a good thing. I don't agree with that. I also think that if Boosie feels like his market value is higher than what he's being paid, which I don't believe, in my personal opinion. I think Boosie was hitting a sweet lick. But if Boosie thinks that he's worth more than that, there's nothing wrong with Boosie betting on himself. And to say that Boosie, maybe a year from now, won't be getting what he's trying to get, that wouldn't be fair. We don't know how it's going to take off for Boosie. We don't know how much money Boosie's going to make. So to say that Boosie automatically is making nothing within this year, that Vlad will be making allegedly $500,000 stretching the same topic over and over again, I would have to disagree with you, Mr. Shawn Cotton. With that being said, Boosie must have just saw that video and he decided to expose some things about Shawn Cotton. Like, hey, I feel like you're only talking about me like this because I just recently turned down one of your interview offers. Is that what it is, Shawn?
Shawn Cotton, actually, you're wrong, bro. I'm not gonna take no losses not fucking with Vlad, bro. You're wrong, bro. You're wrong, bro. That 20, 25,000 5-6 times a year, bro, I make that in a weekend, bro. I make that 6 weekends in a row, bro. I don't need a podcast to be successful, bro.
Now, I do believe that Boosie can go make that money back in other ways of adding revenue. But what I do know is that Boosie has continuously said how hip hop is some of the most dangerous jobs on the planet. And he also has said that he'd rather sit down with Vlad or somebody and get paid his fee rather than go back to these dangerous nightclubs and be vulnerable to potentially have something done to him. So yeah, while Boosie is saying he can make that 25K, under what means, Boosie? Yeah, we didn't seen just last year gunshots letting off with you in the club. We didn't seen you get shot before. We didn't seen you catch a case just trying to shoot a music video. So do you want to throw yourself back in that circus? Or do you want to sit down and do these podcasts that you're saying you don't need?
Like, I expect you to take his side because, nigga, you're a podcaster. But I think the real reason is you reached out to me last week trying to get an interview. And I told you no, bro. Like, you got to take that on the chin, bro. Like, don't go on the thing billing shit about me and how you feel about me. I mean, nigga, if you wanted an interview, you could pay for an interview, nigga. Like, bro, like, I don't need a podcast to be successful, bro.
I don't know how to feel about that. Boosie makes it seem like these podcasts are beneath him, but then I've seen him on podcast after podcast tour. You don't need podcasts, yet the first thing you did when Vlad wasn't paying you was go start your own podcast. Now, you might not want to call it a podcast. You're doing your own personal interviews. You're still creating content. So you're doing the same thing that you say you don't need. I don't know, Boosie. What is it?
That's what you need to know, bro. Like, you talking this shit about this and that. Like, bro, I just made one weekend with motherfucker making 5 years, bro. Like, I'm like that, bro. Like, this shit can't be stopped, bro. No weapon formed against me shall prosper, bro. But for you to keep doing shit like this, bro, like, I guess because you a podcaster, nigga. I mean, but you reached out to me for an interview, bro. No, bro, like, the way I'm doing my interviews right now, man, my 300 years from now, I'm gonna be getting paid off them, bro. Every time somebody posts, it's monetized, bro. It's monetized, bro. My grandchildren gonna make money off it, bro. It's monetized, bro. But you're wrong, bro. I mean, y'all stretching this shit. Y'all keep stretching this shit. Y'all keep stretching this shit. It seems like y'all mad. That's what it seems like to me. It seems like y'all mad. I'm not mad. I mean, that's pennies, bro. Shit. That shit is nothing to me, bro. I'm a hustler, bro. Like, I get this shit 9 different ways. I'm a hustler, bro. Like, you can't knock the hustle, bro. Like, but I think you mad because I ain't want to do your interview, bro. Like, no.
I do think that's suspicious. You were asked to do an interview. I shot you down. Now you're speaking on me in a certain way. But also, I do know that whenever Boosie feels like people don't agree with him, he puts out this notion like they're hating on him, they're siding against him. So I can't really take him too serious either. What I will say is Boosie, you did look crazy asking for $40,000 per interview when Vlad is saying you already taking the majority of the money and the majority of the front end and the back end with $25,000. I just think Boosie is the type of person, he doesn't understand how revenue works on YouTube. So yeah, he is gonna find out eventually. He's putting his Patreon at $20. People not paying $20 to watch no interview, Boosie. I'm sorry. But what I will say is, like I said earlier, it's nothing wrong with Boosie stepping out to figure it out for himself. And Boosie, you can't get mad. I'm not, and you're saying you're not mad, but you can't say that they're stretching it and they're doing too much when their job is creating content. It was never a problem when he asked you 11 questions and you were getting paid to do so. So don't say that they're doing too much now. It ain't no fun when the rabbit got the gun. They gonna create content off of you. I think that the calculations that Shawn Cotton is saying is off, just because I don't think that Boosie has power to talk about this situation with him and Vlad for a year. That's like basically saying that this conversation is as big as Drake and Kendrick. That's something that was talked about for a year consistently. And they still had to add fuel to the fire to do that. They were still going back and forth. It was still new content being created. Oh, he's at the Super Bowl. Oh, the Grammys. Oh, Juneteenth. Oh, this man is suing this person. This person's beefing with that person. That was all the drama for that to stretch out for a year. So you mean to tell me you think that Vlad and Boosie is going to last that long? Hell no. I disagree with that. So y'all let me know what y'all think, man. Do y'all agree with Shawn Cotton or do y'all agree with Boosie? Do y'all agree with me? Hell, y'all let me know what y'all think down below, man. Like, share, subscribe, comment, hit that notification bell. We out, baby. Hit that hype button. Boo!
BALLISTIC.
It's him.